What to do, Trap Gang? It's your neighborhood YouTuber Trap Remington. You know, we back with another video. As always, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you leave a comment and make sure you subbing up so you know what's coming up. We got a video here that apparently there was a brawl at a Cincinnati jazz club, if I'm not mistaken. And then a couple of dudes, or a couple people, I just want to say dudes, a couple people put the beats on his guy. We gonna check out the video. We gonna see what's up with it, and then we gonna give y'all a breakdown. But enough yapping, let's tap in and let's get this money.
Unbelievably vicious video. This is very tough to watch, I gotta warn you, in Cincinnati.
Oh, they running him.
This man was beaten in the street in Cincinnati over the weekend. The police say 5 suspects are facing charges.
Oh, she hit him in the head.
They're asking others to turn themselves in. Then a woman who tried to defend him also was punched and knocked out cold by a young man on the street.
And
as I said before, one person called 911 in this whole crowd. They're all too concerned about getting this whole thing on video so they can post it on their stupid phones. National correspondent Brian Yanis reports live here in New York. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Martha. Well, we just got...
Yo, what? Hold on.
Concerned about getting this whole thing on video so they can post it on their stupid phones. National correspondent Brian Yanis reports live here in New York. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Martha. Well,
yo, they was giving it time, bro. Like,
on the street, and as I said before, one person called 911.
Stop.
In this whole crowd, they're all too concerned.
Damn. Look at them. It's 3 of them down. Yo.
Street, and as I said before,
yo, shorty,
one
like naked right
person called 911 in this whole crowd. They're all too concerned about getting this whole thing on video.
Look at them. This guy's holding them. This guy's just
so they can post it on their stupid phones.
You seen that?
Getting this whole thing on.
This guy's holding them down.
In this
one
whole crowd, they're all too concerned about getting this
3. I ain't gonna lie, boy, got like 3 good shots in.
Whole thing
Damn, I
on
feel
video
bad
so
for
they
this
can
man.
post it.
And then he got his man. I think his man tried to come
Knocked
in and
out
jump in and
by
save
a
him.
young
He got
man
knocked out too. This guy back here. Let's see where he got dropped at. Cause look at, like, he already on the floor.
Police say 5 suspects are facing charges. They're asking others to turn themselves in. The man who tried to defend him also was punched and knocked out cold by a young man on the street. And as I said before, one person called 911 in this whole crowd. They're all too concerned about getting this whole thing on video so they can post it on their stupid phones.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. I mean, and shout out to the news anchor because she mentioned something that's very real. It's real. People out here would much rather record something than to call for help in a situation like this. I used to work down the street from a high school, and yo, those kids would get active every day. Every day there'd be a fight. Every day. And yo, the amount of times that I had to just like break up a fight because these kids was just in circles, boom, with their phones out, just waiting for someone to get dropped. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, it's sad. It's sad, you know what I'm saying? Like, we living in a world that I feel like lacks emotional morale. Oh, my bad. In my set right there. But it is what it is, man. Just gotta keep on with the times at the end of the day. But that's crazy. Nobody called 911 except one person, I think she said, because everybody's recording this massive brawl. Watching there, y'all don't even laugh. But homeboy got clean though.
National correspondent Brian Yanis reports live here in New York. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Martha. Well, we just got disturbing new video with a different angle of this vicious attack that unfolded at 3 a.m. on Saturday.
Hold on. I gotta get my glasses. My frames, I felt like I couldn't. I'm like, yo, I felt like I was missing something, and that was my glasses for sure. Let's see. How much he got on
Cincinnati. It appears to show a verbal confrontation. Then you see a white man in a white shirt slap a black man in a red shirt. Punches are then thrown, and the brawl ensues. The white man is punched and kicked repeatedly by black man in Cincinnati. It appears to show a verbal confrontation. Then you see a white man in a white shirt slap a black man in a red shirt. Punches are then thrown, and the brawl ensues. The white man.
This is why context is key. This is why context is key. This is why context is key. I ain't gonna lie. Homeboy FAFO'D. Homeboy FAFO'D right here. My son, my boy Bordy. This dude right here. He FAFO'D for real. He effed around and found out. The guy just said there was a verbal altercation. And then the white man in the white shirt slapped the guy with a red shirt. So I guess he's referring to this dude right here. So this guy, this white guy with the t-shirt slapped this guy. And I don't know if this guy's maybe a pacifist of some sorts, because he didn't really do anything after that. He didn't even react, apparently. To him getting slapped, allegedly.
Thrown, and
but then this dude ensues. Right here.
The white man is punched.
This dude right here.
And kicked repeatedly.
This dude right here. Hold on, let me see if I can catch that for ya.
Is punched.
This guy right here loaded up. This dude loaded up, hit him with a Saitama.
By black men and women. This new video also shows two other white men getting beat up.
There we go. He is on goal.
Another video shows a woman being knocked unconscious, blood on her face after she was sucker punched by a man. Incredibly difficult to watch. Police have not said how or why this brawl started. Cincinnati's
shorty dropped.
And getting beat up. Horrifically.
I ain't gonna lie, homeboy. This dude right here, another video. Saints. That's what we're gonna call him. We're gonna call this dude Saints.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
This dude was going in. He was going in. I don't really know what happened. I mean, like, it's a street fight at the end of the day, I guess. But yo, he was wilding. He was wilding. It reminded me of like a UFC fight when the guys just keep chopping at the face. It's like, yo, bro, you gotta chill a little bit.
Shows a woman being knocked
but my boy Saints got dropped. Who dropped Saints?
White men getting beat up. Horrifically, another video shows a woman being knocked unconscious.
He dropped the white guy that tried to help his friend dropped Saints, and then I think I think Saints came back and dropped him.
Sucker punched.
Right here. Look at this dude.
Man, incredibly.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie. Homeboy cleaned her shit right there, though.
Difficult to watch. Police have not said how or why this brawl started. Cincinnati's police chief says alcohol consumption played a significant role.
Like very slow.
Brawl and incredibly difficult to watch. Police have not said how or why this brawl started. Cincinnati's police chief says alcohol consumption played a significant role, characterizing it as a sudden dispute following a verbal altercation. Astoundingly, there were 100 people there, but only one person called 911. The Trump administration's Department of Justice suggesting hate crime charges could be filed. Quote, our federal hate crimes laws apply to all Americans.
I don't think there's a hate crime issue, though. The guy just said that the man in the white shirt slapped the dude with the red. And look, let me just tell y'all something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pro-violence. I'm definitely pro-defend yourself. I think you should always be capable of violence, but not a violent person. So I definitely think you should know how to defend yourself. But I'm all for, yo, like, say whatever you want to me. do whatever, say whatever, right? Be as verbal as you like, but don't put your hands on me. That's how I think people should approach a lot of situations, especially ones like this. Yo, say whatever you want. Just don't let it get to the point where you gotta put hands on people. Because that lacks like emotional like maturity too at the end of the day. So just be mindful of that. For me, time is the best asset, and like we don't want to lose time for people that don't matter at the end of the day.
It doesn't matter what you think.
So that's all y'all gotta know.
We at Civil Rights at DOJ will monitor closely how local authorities handle this attack. Vice President J.D. Vance, who's from Ohio, reacting.
We have got to make great American cities safe again for families and children. If you want to take your wife or your children out for a meal, you shouldn't be worried about street violence, and the only way to destroy that street violence is to take the thugs who engage in that violence and throw their asses in prison.
Martha, 5 people have been charged. More are expected, but so far they have announced 0 arrests. So we'll see. We'll get an update as we get it.
Well, a lot of people know who all these individuals are. And as you say, it started with an altercation on both sides. But what happened was absolutely horrific. And the fact that nobody stepped in to stop it is just unbelievable. I wonder if they're going to show the suspects. Brian, thank you very much.
Wow, that's crazy. Like I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. Homeboy really fucked around and found out. I'll tell you that much. Look, man, I think the overarching lesson of this is to just keep your hands to yourself. Because things got worse after that slap. Homeboy got the beat down of his life, and now 5 people are facing charges. I feel like there was more than 5 people there though. That were beating up the dude. But I guess they're just seeing who really did damage. I don't really know. We're gonna have to go back and dissect the footage. Matter of fact, let me go back and do that. Alright, yeah, so I went back and it. Alright, yeah, so I went back and it was about 4 to 5 people there. So them boys about to be seeing time. Them people about to be seeing some type of time. I don't know. But yeah, just keep your hands to yourself, and things will be a lot better. That's the daily lesson for the day. Say whatever you want, but don't put your hands on nobody, because that's where things just get worse. On that note, YouTube, it's your boy Trap Remington, your neighborhood YouTuber, and I'm a bit of dude, and I'll see you in the next one.